gusto magyan ng mucho videos sa McDonald's up today?
Hi guys! We are doing it. Oh, not like that. Ew. And I know you need me to address the outfit. Do you like it? It's time. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release them. Ouch. Okay, that kind of is a little bit better. Hi guys. Did you miss me? Damn, you should better say yes or else. Hi guys. I know you are not going to believe this, but it's been exactly 8 weeks since the last time that I have bleached my hair. Yes, I cannot freaking believe it. So we are genuinely going to be bleaching my hair in the correct time, kinda. So I'm very excited. I haven't done this in years. I'm very excited on how it will go. And the last time I dyed my hair, I told you that the color is not bad, but at the same time I really wanted my hair to be gray, and also I really want to get rid of the worms that I have down there. I really hope so. Let's bleach my roots. But if you have been a regular watcher of this channel, you know damn well that the first step is always going to be oiling my hair. If you notice that the angle is looking a little bit different, is because I have finally gotten a camera stand, and I do not have to film using this thing and this thing anymore. Yes, take a moment to laugh at me down below in the comments. Yeah, I know gaining 500 subscribers have genuinely changed me, and I don't even, you know, like, I'm not even humble, you know, about it. Like, yeah, I got a camera stand. What's next, you know? Moving to LA, you know, all that stuff. That the lighting is not completely like baby dookie, all that stuff, because even if I got a camera stand, I am still filming using my broken ring light. I'm going to try to explain very fast why do I oil my hair. When you are tackling a situation like roots, your biggest concerns is going to be breakage, and breakage would look something like that. Basically, if the bleach traveled more than it should and it touched the old light parts, those light parts are very weak and they are going to eventually snap and break, like that part in the back right here, as you can see. So when professional hairdressers are tackling a situation like this, they do a couple of methods to basically make sure that the hair is going to be okay. Sometimes they put cotton on like the sections to suck the bleach if it ended expanding, because bleach does expand, or they use K18 or like a hair mask or like a conditioner on like the light parts of the hair. So we are just oiling the light part of my hair, like those old dyed parts. I am not going to oil my roots. I do not need to oil my roots, okay? So maybe if I accidentally, when I was bleaching, I ended up putting more bleach than I should on parts that I shouldn't, oil is gonna protect my hair. Oil acts as a barrier. It stops the bleach from traveling more, or even if the bleach ended up touching those parts, it's gonna slow down the bleaching process. So I'm gonna walk out having most of my hair, okay? I kind of need that. Bleach does like this thing where it expands. So even if you didn't like accidentally put bleach on like those parts, the bleach eventually does expand, so you're gonna overlap accidentally in a way or another. Guys, you are going to be extremely surprised. This time I am not bleaching my hair because I have an event or anything. I genuinely have nowhere to go to. This will be the first time on this channel where I dye and bleach my hair and I don't have an event or an important place to be at. I'm just doing it for the love of the game. But honestly, one of my reasons on why I really wanted to bleach my hair in the correct timing right now is because recently I was watching aka Aislinn. Please guys, give her the attention that she deserves. I'm talking professional camera, professional lighting, professional like filming studio. She has been doing this for years. A licensed hairdresser, like come on. She was recently explaining the scientific reason behind banding, and I'm gonna try to insert a picture of banding here so you can know what it's like. Even I have banding here, you can see it. And I will not be able to explain it like she said, but basically she said one of the main reasons why banding happens is because people wait too long to bleach their hair. So I was like, hey, if I am planning to stay blonde or like gray for a while, I would rather not have like banding around my hair, you know. And that's why I really want to try to bleach my hair this time. Also, I'm really hoping to get rid of the pink parts and the warm parts of my hair, even though they look cool. But you know, I'm done with the pink. Like honestly, I'm ready for my new era of you know, hair and stuff. You are going to clearly notice the fact that my hair already looks oily, and that is because I have not washed it in a week. So some people literally think that they should like have like clean hair before bleaching. It's the complete opposite. I need those natural oils in my scalp to basically protect my scalp. Kimmy, if you're so careful, if you know everything about hair, if you're that perfect, why the hell did you show us that you have like this insane breakage part right here? So basically guys, even though I always bleach with a mirror behind me, which is I learned from aka Aislinn, for me the crown part, which is this part exactly, is a blind spot. I cannot see it. I cannot see it either with the mirror, and I cannot see it, like I just cannot see it because my mirror is not that big, you know. So unfortunately I do accidentally put bleach more than I should on this part, even though every time I am aware that this is a blind spot. I am aware that I'm not seeing it very well. I am aware of all that, but it happens accidentally, and that is why I have like genuinely, I've always all my life like my breakage was always here, like right here. Okay, now as I am looking extremely moist and nice, the oil is completely all over my hair. Now we are doing the next step, which is basically sectioning, and I will do 6 sections on my hair. I've done this a couple of times before. So one of the first thing is that I am going to try to make this section right here look a little bit better, a little bit more straighter. And I am going to do like those first sections like till my ear. Same thing with this section. So I'm gonna try to match where did I exactly take from here to the last part. No, it's serious business when I bring out my broken in half mirror that I refuse to replace, even though it's kind of cheap, out. So for the back, I'm gonna do 4 sections in the back. Let me show you how I am going to do that. First of all, I'm gonna start by splitting my hair down the middle. First of all, let's give it a little brush. And now for the next step is Vaseline. So I have told you before that bleach will make your skin sensitive, and it could cause like rashes and like serious allergic reactions. So to prevent this from happening, put Vaseline around the ears, the forehead, the nape of the neck, and like the face in general. Honestly, it's kind of insane to look back on how I used to film my videos. Honestly, if you looked at my first ever hair dyeing videos, like I look at that video and I low-key cringe because of the way that I filmed. But believe me, at that time I did not have the resources that I have right now when it comes to filming and doing my videos. Like I did not have a camera stand, I did not have a good phone. I filmed using my iPhone 7 Plus. I did not have the lighting that I have here right now. So honestly, even if you feel like, you know, something is not perfect but you still want to put it out for the world, this is your sign. Like genuinely, I do not regret posting that video. That video genuinely is still one of the most viewed videos on my YouTube channel, like crazy, even though I am you know, I'm a little embarrassed about it. But yeah, I am really proud of how far I have come when it comes to YouTube. Was recently watching another Josie video, yay, while she was like dyeing her hair, and she like got like a really bad allergic reaction around her ears because she did not put anything on her ears. So Now what did we learn? So now we are doing the important step, which is basically mixing our bleach. So this time I'm only going to use 20 volume. I know, insane. Honestly, that my growth is not that crazy, so I kind of feel like 20 volume is not going to disappoint me that much. Also, we are right now in winter. I am currently filming this video in December. It's winter in Egypt, it's pretty cold, and the cold is actually going to cause the hair not to develop really well. So I also have a heater that I'm going to literally sit behind, because I have actually noticed the difference between like dyeing my hair in summer and winter, and it definitely, my hair develops way worse in winter, so I want to avoid that. I'm gonna take this is the 20 volume that I have. Guys, this is how our bowl is looking. Some people like to measure, some people don't, but if you would like to measure in your head, basically if you had 1 cup of bleach powder, you should at least have a cup and a half of developer. I myself can eye it, and I like to have a thick consistency, and that's why, you know, let's mix. This is how my mixture is looking. It's feeling a little watery. Like this for me is a little watery. So I'm gonna add a half spoon of bleach powder. It's already thickening up, you can notice. So preferably you should be mixing the mixture until you cannot see any like clumps or the powder or stuff. So guys, you know that I do not play about gloves. I even reuse some gloves until they completely deteriorate. These kind of gloves are very good, high quality, and like they're not easy to have any tears or holes in them, so you can reuse them a couple of times. Recently, I was scrolling TikTok, and on my feed, I get a lot of hair content. I saw a girl who started having 20 different kind of allergies, including allergies from semi-permanent hair dyes, because she was dyeing her hair with bleach and other like dyes with ammonia without using gloves. So please, I don't care how messy you're about to do your hair, I'm begging you, please wear gloves. You are dealing with a chemical, diva, so we do not play around here. I'm starting at the front because when I'm washing my hair, I'm going to be washing according to the sections I started with first. I do not wash my whole head in one go, which is something a lot of hairdressers do actually. And this is really has been helping a lot with my hair just being more even, because I'm not rushing to just like wash everything together. I'm actually making each section take the time that it needs to develop and do its thing. You have to take into account that you are taking time to apply product, and that the first section you started with has been developing for a longer time. By the time that I will reach the last section in the back, the first section I started with is already blonde, so it's extremely unfair to just wash everything together in one go. The parts you started with first are going to be over processed, and the parts that you finished with are not going to be light enough, so it's just going to be a mess. The reason why I start at the front part of my head first, because it's simply more convenient for me, because I wash my hair at the sink. Washing the front part is way more easier than washing the back. Because I do all this process for myself, by myself, completely alone, I just gotta make things easier for me. And by the way, this whole section took me 8 minutes and 50 seconds. At the footage, you're gonna notice the fact that I am taking like extremely thin sections. I am trying my best not to like just take big chunks or anything like that. Like I just want my lift to be even as much as possible. I don't know if it's showing here, but I did have like an old hair dye t-shirt next to me, because whenever I accidentally applied bleach on a part that wasn't the roots, I had to like immediately use it to wipe the bleach off the blonde parts, because if I left the bleach just on the blonde parts, you know, like the same amount of time, it's just a recipe for disaster, and I'm gonna suffer with an insane amount of breakage. Okay guys, we are finally done with the both sections. Now I'm gonna do something that the aka Aislinn method, which is basically, if I started sectioning my hair like this, I'm gonna start doing what she calls cross checking. I really hope you can see. So basically I'm gonna start by doing splits like that on the hair, and just try to find the dry spots that I may have forgotten, like completely forgotten about, you know. And the video where I was bleaching my hair for the graduation, I was like literally telling y'all, guys, it's been like 10 minutes and my hair is like already blonde. Right now it's literally the complete opposite. It's been 20 minutes and my hair is barely developing, and that is because it's winter. And this method is extremely helpful, because genuinely if you forgot any parts, like any parts that are dark and stuff like that, by doing this cross-checking type of thing, it's genuinely going to like reveal to you the areas that you have completely like fucked and all that. See this? Those are black. They do not have any bleach in them. And also guys, something about having oil in my hair. So when I started like basically making my hair longer and all that, I realized that bleaching my hair or dyeing my hair in general became very hard because my hair would tangle very easily because of how long it is. But since I've started doing like the oiling thing, I do not have any trouble basically splitting my hair like you see I'm doing right now. Like the oil makes the hair just easier to work with in general. The lovely thing about having a new camera stand is that I can do this! I constantly get comments and DMs from people being like, girl, how are you so good at doing the back of your head? The truth is, I suck at doing the back of my head. But here's the catch. I suck way less now than I did 3 years, 4 years, 6 years ago. You know how I like to operate this channel on honesty and transparency? I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. The most breakage that I have all over my head is in the back of my head, especially in the crown, a very visible part. And most of the hair that I have on the nape is fried. But on the positive side, it used to be way worse. One of the things that have improved my process like crazy when it comes to bleaching the back of my head is having a mirror behind me. Like the fact that I can actually see what I'm doing is what had me improving like crazy. The moment you will start using a mirror behind you so you can like see what you're doing, it's a literal game changer. Like you're gonna feel like you have been missing out. Like I can't even imagine the days where I used to like do my hair when I didn't have a mirror behind me to see what I'm doing. Like for me, those are like the dark ages. One of the key things that I kept reminding myself with over and over in this video is that I really wanted to be slow and precise when it comes to where I apply my bleach. And then I know you're gonna be like, question mark, Kimmy, didn't you say you should be fast because bleach develops fast? Well, it's not gonna do you any good if you're gonna be fast and sloppy. So a lot of times I find myself falling into the sloppy side. That's not gonna do you any favors. You're just gonna have breakage and unevenness when it comes to your lift throughout your hair. It took me fully 20 minutes to be done with the back of my head. Well, hair people are gonna know the information I'm about to share, but usually the hair at the back of the head is way more stubborn to lift than the hair at the front for a multitude of reasons. One of them is that due to the fact that the hair at the back doesn't get any sunlight exposure, that means that it is darker in color than the hair at the front that it is getting a lot of sunlight exposure and it is just, you know, lighter in shade and color. Also, the hair at the back is thicker. You have way more hair in the back than you have in the front. This is something that if you're used to doing your own hair a lot or even like just styling your own hair, that's an information anyone would know. And that's why your girl Kimmy here is not super sad about the fact that I have a little bit of breakage at my nape or whatever, because just, you know, the hair at the back is still thicker than the hair at the front of my face. And that's why I put a lot of attention, you know, to doing the hair at the front of my face, because you know what? The back of my head is none of my problems. But also I'm low-key lying. I still put a lot of attention at doing the back of my head. I mean, look at how precise and fierce I'm doing that part by itself alone and how much time it took me. That video is sped up by 4 times, y'all. So guys, I am finally done with my whole head. I am genuinely so dizzy. I feel like I have like a really bad headache. I'm genuinely so dizzy. I don't know what's happening, but I'm like, that definitely feels professional enough for me. If I'm your professional hairdresser, what are you doing? I want to sleep. I was going to wash the stuff that I used to dye my hair and the water cut off. What do you mean the water cut off? How am I supposed to wash my hair when it's done? Anyway, I will still be sitting in front of the heater till my hair is like done cooking, and then I will probably be reading fan fictions or something, man. Good morning, y'all. How are ya? I'm back again. This is me next day. My hair is not completely dry. It's kind of damp. This is how my roots are going. Unfortunately, I will not be able to go like super deep into showing y'all how my roots are looking because my hair is still kind of damp. I was able to achieve like a 7, like a level 7 blonde, okay? The worm parts that you see maybe like right here or something, this is not like the new growth, because the new growth was like barely like an inch. This is like the part where I had like the old dark gray dye. If you get me, you get me. So if it's looking from a certain places like it's almost white or very like toned out or something like that, is because I don't have purple shampoo, but I do have like a conditioner that I mix to basically tone my hair. I'm gonna show it to y'all right now. Because in Egypt we don't have that much available good purple shampoos or toners in general, which is like, God, it's 2025, why can't we get a good available toner in Egypt? Like, come on. So I end up mixing my own type of like toner solution type of thing. So basically this is my favorite hair mask plus my favorite conditioner mixed with a hint of blue, a hint of purple, and a hint of green. Like I'm tapping the spoon on like the blue and green and all that, because you know the type of shades we have in Egypt are very dark. We don't have that much shades of semi-permanent hair dyes. I told you about this before. So yeah, to end up creating this, and this literally I use every time I shower, and that's why my hair doesn't pull very disgustingly yellow very often. Now moving on, what kind of hair dye will I use? But before we talk about the hair dye, let's talk about how much hair I lost. So this is how much hair I lost. This is compared to my head. I did lose hair this time more than the other time, which is kind of upsetting, but hey, okay, I'm okay with that. Now let's talk about what hair dye or hairline dye will I be using. This is Wild Color. You see me using in the last video. Actually, I did my research. They are actually a British brand. Even though I did like the outcome at a certain point, but I do not understand why a lot of professional hair dyes in Egypt like genuinely like the hair. Absolutely miss the hair. Like the last time I lost more hair after like trying Wild Color more than when I literally bleached my hair. So honestly, I'm kind of scared because, you know, I did already lose some hair when it comes to bleaching, so I will probably even lose more hair if I tried this dye, I guess. The shade I'm gonna be mainly using is going to be the 511 shade. You know, last time that I used their 12.1, I guess, and I absolutely freaking hated it because the 12.1 was supposed to be like an ash blonde, grayish blonde, like really light grayish blonde, and it gave me like this results right here. So what's that about? Okay guys, now I'm gonna go wear my hair dyeing clothes. I'm gonna brush my hair, section my hair into 4 sections, apply Vaseline on my forehead, my ears, and the nape of my neck off camera. Be right back. Hello guys, after 1,000 years of me doing whatever I'm doing, I'm finally done. Brushing my hair took me literally forever because I really wanted to be extremely careful with my hair. Honestly, this time I'm kind of worried more than any other time that I've ever dyed my hair on this channel, because this dye, like these type of dyes are very brutal on the hair, like crazy brutal on the hair. Like who was in the lab making an atomic bomb? Let's talk about it, because it also hurts the scalp like freaking crazy. I've never seen a girl toning her hair with Wella T18 and then coming back with like a full bowl of hair because she melted her hair using Wella T18 or any of the toners that y'all have available in America and other places. Why do we get like the short end of the stick? So I am mixing the Wild Color using the 20 volume. I wish I could go lower, but the lowest volume that is sold in Egypt is actually the 20. Like we don't have anything lower than that. We have the 40. So if you want to like burn your hair, you can just get the 40. I finished with the mixing. It is less clumpy right now and more even. And now I'm gonna start doing my roots. This dye actually works very fast, so I gotta be very, very, very fast with it. I know that me constantly complaining about the unavailability of products where I'm from is a common theme on this channel, but I'll let y'all know a funny, not so funny information is that because I live in a certain place in Cairo, I actually have way more available products than people who live in other places in Cairo or not in Cairo. Like I used to constantly get DMs from people being like, Kimmy, I want to dye my hair. I'm from Egypt, but we don't have that products that you have in Cairo. And I used to literally ship the products for them. Like I used to buy the products from my local beauty supply store that you saw earlier in the video and ship them for them so they can use it. I am indeed very lucky and grateful for the local beauty supply store that I have here, because I know other beauty supply stores, they do not carry semi-permanent hair dyes or professional hair dyes to begin with. Like your only option option is like box dye and that's it. But talking about what I'm doing right here in this video, I made a pure mixture of the 5.11 and now I'm applying it to my roots. I did not care really about applying it with a certain technique on my roots because I will mainly use the same formula all over my hair. And also, I really wanted to talk about something else, about some recent like comments slash DMs I get whenever I tell that I'm dyeing my hair or anything like that. I always get like that comment of like, girl, you're so crazy, put the hair dye down, stop doing XYZ. And I have noticed that a lot of these comments are coming from people that don't know that much about hair dyeing to begin with. And I also find it a little funny that I'm getting these comments now at a time where I'm very knowledgeable about doing my own hair at least, and I'm very sane when it comes to planning my upcoming hair colors. Like, y'all are currently familiar with this version of Kimmy that does 10 different prep steps before the bleaches even touching my hair. Y'all know nothing about Kimmy from 2019 that changed her hair 4 times in a row in 1 month and used to casually mix 40 volume with bleach and just slap it all over my hair. Please don't think because I'm putting like funny clips of me being sometimes dumb here and there in my video, that means that I'm intentionally being destructive towards my hair, because this is not the case at all. Those clips are for purely entertainment purposes and I'm putting them just to grab y'all attention. And a lot of the energy that normal people have towards people who like to dye their hair have been fueled even more, in my personal opinion, because of that hair dyeing trend that somewhat started in 2020, where people were using certain negative phrases to describe themselves dyeing their hair. Like, I'm crazy today and that's why I'm dyeing my hair. I'm about to have a mental breakdown, I'm dyeing my hair. Oh, I'm in a manic episode and that's why I'm dyeing my hair. Like, using serious like medical terms to describe that they're just dyeing their hair. I personally, I'm not a fan of that trend or that phrasing when it comes to hair dyeing in general, because who am I? People have always had a negative opinion about people who like to do fashion color and people who like to do things like me. I have been called crazy my whole life just because I like to spice up my appearance and all that. So I'm here today to like set a clear boundary. Please don't use that type of language on me, even if you're simply joking. I don't appreciate it. If you have something nice to say about my hair, that would be lovely, but if you feel like you're about to be, judgmental and give your unsolicited advices on how I should have done XYZ and all that, yeah, please just don't engage with my content. It's really hard to try to be transparent about my expectations, how much hair I lost, where I messed up and all that, especially of how overly critical the hair dyeing community has been recently. Like, you cannot blink without being judged nowadays when it comes to hair dyeing and all that. There is something that I like to do when I'm done with my roots, which is something that you cannot do with bleach, but you can definitely do with a hair dye like this one, which is I like to massage my roots, because if I genuinely just like forgot any parts that I did not apply like the dye in it, these kind of dyes, like their consistency is not like bleach, so it can actually kind of lather. Not completely lather like shampoo or conditioner, but to a certain way it can. But like, don't go crazy with like the massaging, because if your hair is as long as mine, it can get easily very, very much tangled. And it's gonna literally like make your life 10 times worse when you are about to like do your like the taller parts. This is the 12, right? Yeah. Let me pop it out. What? Why is it stuck inside? My mixture is finally done. I hope this will be enough for my whole head. I like to use my hand, if you notice that, when it comes to doing parts like that. I'm using like an amount like this. I'm applying like that and I'm like kind of squeezing. It's not even showing on the camera, but I'm like squeezing. I'm squeezing the hairs until I reach to the ends. And I know, Kimmy, why did you add the 12.1 to your mix even though you said that you absolutely hated it the last time you used it? Because I didn't want to waste product, and I want to tell you that this cheapskate mentality is gonna come to bite me so hard in the later. Not in this video, but in another video that I already filmed for y'all. Like, I mainly made my mix with the 5.11, but then I added like a teeny bit of the 12.1, and later on I will be regretting doing something similar in the future. And I want to say this Don't think because of my earlier rant that I'm in any way, shape or form hating on the people who like to be more chill about doing their hair at home. Because I get it, there is something absolutely magical about standing in front of your bathroom mirror and just slapping hair dye on your hair without caring about sectioning and other just stupid stuff. This is the beauty about at-home hair DIY. So yeah, fingers crossed, I'm staying with this for 45 minutes to an hour. It depends on how my scalp feels, because if my scalp started burning like crazy hamburger, I'm definitely washing this out. Hi guys. Hi guys, I'm back. What do you think? Is it good? You calm down, look. Ew, ew, ew. Also, it's not as much as I thought it would be. Honestly, like I thought that I would genuinely like have one hair left, but it's not as much as I thought it would be. So thank God. I think I lost most of it when I was bleaching. So this is the final results, which I absolutely love and adore. I'm really into the fact that my hair is two-toned, that my roots are not the same color as my ends. But if you're wondering on why this happens, basically my hair at the bottom is darker, but it's also weaker. So instead of trying to achieve an unrealistic result like a platinum blonde or, for example, a lighter gray, I'm opting to choose this color, which is this ash blondish color, instead of doing a round of lightener and, you know, sacrificing my hair in the process. Anyway, I'm really happy that I was able to achieve what I wanted from the beginning, which is to get rid of the pink and the brassiness that I had at the bottom. Also, this is how the hair color tends to fade out, if you were wondering. If you are new here on this channel and you love binge watching hair videos, just know that I have a whole playlist called Hair Makeovers where I just be doing stuff to my hair. So make sure to check this one out because I love doing a lot of stuff to my hair. So in the future, you will find me doing even more stuff to my hair, I promise. And guys, as always, if you're interested to see like higher pictures quality of my hair or my outfits, today I'm wearing like a very cute outfit that I didn't even get the chance to show. Like, see how cute it is with the socks and everything? That's where you go to my Instagram. If you'd like me to say my garbage opinions that nobody cares about, that's where you go to my TikTok. So I am Raccoon Kimmy on both Instagram and TikTok. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and leave me a comment. Guys, I see all your comments, I respond to all your comments, and I love to always have a conversation with y'all to hear what you have to say about this video. I love you so much. Now for the announcement. Hey, can I get weird? Can I be emotional with y'all? Can I do some type of like an emotional announcement? Okay, guys, I'm filming this video right at the end of December. Like, tomorrow is 2026, and I'm very close to hitting 500 subscribers, and I am genuinely thankful. I'm thankful for everyone who's tuning in. I'm thankful for anyone who's checking my channel, for people who are watching my videos, for people who leave like the nicest comments to me. I genuinely see y'all. I even like started to recognize some of the members here from how much y'all leave comments to me. So I'm very, very, very much thankful. Thanks for giving me the chance to, I don't know, like, do something that I've always wanted to do for years, which is creating videos for y'all. I hope that you find my videos entertaining as always, and I am happy for my community here. I'm always proud of my little community here. Thank you. And as always, Kimmy out.